Hello children, good morning. Today we are going to study the chapter Biotechnology and its applications. The topic going to be covered are biotechnological applications in medicine. Okay, so under this we are going to cover genetically engineered insulin and gene therapy. First let us study regarding genetically engineered insulin. So before that let us study the structure of human insulin. So human insulin, it has two short polypeptide chains, chain A and chain B. These two are linked by disulfide bridges. So insulin is secreted as prohormone. Okay, so the prohormone means inactive form. Before it has to be processed, so it becomes mature and functional hormone. It is secreted as prohormone and later only it becomes functional hormone. So the prohormone, it contains a polypeptide called C peptide which is removed during maturation. So during maturation C peptide is removed. Actually the prohormone contains 3 peptides. So among the 3 peptides, the C peptide to be removed and the A and B will remain in active insulin. In 1983, Eli Lilly, an American company, they prepared 2 DNA sequences coding for chain A and chain B of human insulin, and they introduced them into the plasmid of E. coli to produce insulin. Okay, so the two chains produced were extracted and combined by creating disulfide bridges. It was active insulin and it was used in insulin patient and it was insulin deficient patient that is suffering from diabetes, and it was successful, and later we are following the method nowadays also. So previous to this method, actually the insulin from the pig, okay, so from the pigs were slaughtered and from there the insulin was taken, it was injected to diabetic patients. But few, they were allergic. Why? Because the insulin we received, no, it is from pig. So that's why. So the people, they were allergic to that. So later, after extraction of insulin by biotechnology method, it was successful. So let us see how the structure of the human insulin. So here in the blue color, what they have given, it is no B peptide, and the green color, it is no A peptide. To distinguish, the coloring has been done, and the grey color, that is the C peptide. Here all three together linked by means of disulfide linkage. Okay, so this is no inactive form and this is the active form. So how it has been converted into active form? By removal of the C peptide. Now next one is gene therapy. So gene therapy is treating the diseases, that is genetic diseases, with help of genetic engineering, that you call that as gene therapy. So for genetic diseases, actually there is no cure because the child born or the people are having the defective gene. So always they will be showing the problem. So in that case, what we can do by means of genetic engineering, we can remove the defective gene and the correct gene can be introduced inside the people. So if it is done automatically, so for lifelong it will be cure for them. But one problem here, what is the thing? It cannot be done in adults. Actually it has to be done in early embryonic condition. So because adults, we have so many cells, and in all cells, no, so doing that type of modification is not possible. So that's why this type of condition, it can be done in early embryonic stages, preferably during zygote condition. Okay, so now let us study deeply what is the thing given here. So in the case of patients, no, what I told you, to treat the disease, we are giving the correct gene. So first clinical gene therapy, it was given to a patient, that is no, she was no 4-year-old girl. So she was suffering from one disease called adenosine deaminase deficiency, ADA deficiency. That is adenosine deaminase, it is one enzyme, it is important for immune system function. So actually that all the enzymes, no, they are made up of proteins, and proteins are formed from DNA. So if the DNA is defective, then automatically the DNA necessary for the production of that ADA enzyme, adenosine deaminase enzyme, if it is deficient, then automatically, so it won't be able to produce that. If it is problematic gene, then it won't be producing that particular enzyme. So that's why in that case, no. So what can we do? So we can do enzyme therapy for the patient. So or enzyme therapy means continuously we have to inject enzyme for the people. How we are giving insulin therapy the same way. Insulin is hormone, here it is enzyme. So enzyme therapy can be done. So it is not permanent cure. So or we can go for bone marrow transplantation. In bone marrow transplantation, we have to transplant the bone marrow of the patient. After correcting that bone marrow cells, once again the bone marrow can be kept inside the bone. So that also frequently you have to do, because so the bone marrow also, so it is forming new cells. So that's why, so every time no, the bone marrow transplantation it has to be done at frequent intervals. So that's why it is also not permanent cure. Enzyme therapy is also not permanent, and the bone marrow transplantation also not permanent. Then what is the final? So if we know the mother or father is having the defective gene, so in the starting itself what can we do? So zygote condition we can give cure. So what we are doing here, so the defective gene is removed and we are injecting the correct gene inside the zygote. So by means of the Human Genome Project, we know the function of each and every gene. So that is the by means of that method only, so we can find out the defective gene, and the defective gene can be replaced by correct gene. So okay, the correct gene is now introduced, then automatically, so then that functional ADA gene is introduced, then the child, that is the fetus developing from there, so it can produce the ADA enzyme, then automatically the child will be free from the disease. Developing from that zygote will be free from the disease. So that's why at embryonic condition itself we can give cure, then it will be normal. So this method is permanent cure. Okay, so this is the final method. So this is the permanent cure for ADA, that is deamine, that is adenosine deaminase deficiency disease, ADA deficiency problem. Actually this is known as SID, severe combined immunodeficiency syndrome, SID. Okay, so by means of gene therapy we can cure genetic diseases. In genetic gene therapy we remove the defective gene and we introduce the correct gene, what is needed, it is replaced, then automatically the patient he or she will become normal. This is called gene therapy. Okay children, so today we have covered two procedures. So one is genetically engineered insulin, other is gene therapy. These two also same way much important. Study thoroughly children. Thank you.